Hello and welcome to another room review. Today you join me at Fraser Suites, Queensgate, which is just off the Cromwell Road in South Kensington, right next to Gloucester Road tube station. I am in a Studio Deluxe room, which is one of the cheapest available. This cost £108. It is a Tuesday night and let's take a look. So let's start at the front door. We've just come in and let's have a look at the plan. So we are here in room 109, one of the smaller apartments. I have stayed here before and it is definitely smaller than some I've stayed in. These two, 108 and 109, are tucked away up a staircase, quite a narrow staircase as well, and then you've got the lifts here. These ones down here are considerable size larger, but most of them are just a bit bigger than what we've got here, but I don't think it's too bad. So let's have a look. So starting off, we come in, we've got a little hallway, and as I said, this is a Studio Deluxe. We've got a door here which is locked. We come in, we've got a luggage rack, excuse the mess, and this is it. Nice big bed, nice dining space, not a bad size. I've been in bigger in this hotel as well, but it has got a little surprise. But let's start with the desk. We've got nice full-length mirror there, my rucksack, big screen TV where you can cast your smart device to. You've got Watch TV and some smart TV apps as well. Got a nice little desk, comfortable chair. I say comfortable, it's not very comfortable, I'm not going to lie. It's quite hard. It's not uncomfortable, but it's not the best I've sat in. So let's have a look at the desk. I've got a slide out drawer there, and yeah, I mean, straight away it is lacking power. Sockets above the desk I would always expect to see. If we look down here, we've got two double sockets. I mean, come on, they should be there, shouldn't they? We've got the phone where you can call the front desk, which he did tell me when I checked in, but not a bad desk, not loads of room, no light there or lamp, which you would usually get. So yeah, it's functional, but it's not great. You've got a small dustbin down there. Yeah, power I do find is a very important feature in any hotel room, and that doesn't really pass the test. Let's have a look at the wardrobe. We've got a light that's just popped on there. So we've got hairdryer, iron, ironing board. We've got a safe which could get a laptop in, and then we've got some empty drawers, fair few hangers, over a dozen hangers there, all matching. Very nice. There's no extra blankets or anything, which you would usually get, so that's a pity, but plenty of space there and everything you want. There is a laundry service as well, which I missed. What have we got? £4 for a shirt, £4 for a t-shirt, £7 for your pyjamas. Yeah, so laundry service if you want it. And now for the bed. Nice king size bed, plenty of pillows. Like I say, I've stayed in these rooms before and they are very comfortable. I will let you know in the morning if this particular one was comfortable. We've got a night lamp on each side. Again, we've got a light switch for the main lights, no power there, which just isn't good enough, to be honest. There is a double socket down there behind the table, but not really acceptable nowadays to not have the USB or a socket down the side. Same this side. Have we got a socket there? We have. So similar either side. Again, it's not great, but the bed looks good, and you know, that's the main thing. We have got little dining table. Again, these seats are not great, not going to lie. They're very narrow. I mean, I'm not a small person, I know, but they are very tight. But a nice table to eat at. And this brings me to the best part of this room, in my opinion, and that is the kitchen. So yeah, the room's got its own kitchen. It is more of an apartment than a hotel room, but we've got kettle. Let's have a look inside, shall we? It's actually a pretty good kettle, Bosch. What have we got? Yeah, I mean, that looks very, very clean. We've got toaster, matching Bosch set. We've got tea, Taylor's, very good tea. We've got a couple of English breakfasts and an Earl Grey and a lemon and ginger. I will be having the English breakfasts. We've got some decaf coffee, 2 bags of those, and a couple of Nescafe decaf. Got some pots of milk, and then I'm sure you've already seen some of the best biscuits out there. Some shortbread fingers. They will not be lasting too long. We've got a 2-burner electric hob. We've got a set of knives. Sink. Hot water. We've got washing up liquid and a sponge, which is good because quite often you don't get that in apartments and you end up getting yourself in a bit of trouble or not being able to do the washing up. We've got a microwave. Again, spotless in there. Can't complain at that. Got a fire blanket, always handy to have. And then we've got some glasses, wine glasses, some mugs. Get one of those out for later. And some plates and dishes up there. And then We got some pots and pans, chopping board, cheese grater, all your spoons and slicers and mashers and things. And then we've got the cutlery here, tin opener, bottle opener, corkscrew, the lot. Nice little larder unit that is. Then we've got a fridge. Again, nice clean fridge. As you would expect. And then under here, you've got not a lot, just a bin. Let's have a look in the bathroom. It's not a bad size actually. We've got a decent sized basin, although it's big but it feels quite shallow. Not that you would need it very deep. We've got the toilet. We've got a bin down there, toilet brush, toilet roll. What have we got here? We've got some tissues, we've got a shower cap and a vanity set. A couple of glasses, we've got a shaver point, sorry. Spare toilet roll, we've got some nice fluffy towels, couple of bath towels and hand towels. We have got a nice big mirror, towel rail behind, and then we've got the shower. That's not a mirror, that is a window, but you can't open it. We've got a shower mat, decent sized shower. It's a combi, so you've got the handheld one and then you've got a sort of rainfall one there, and then we've got the shampoo and conditioner, shower gel there. Not a bad size at all. It's more than adequate, to be honest, so yeah, can't say there's too much wrong about that. It is very clean, and you know, I'm not an interior designer, but it doesn't look too bad, does it? Not a bad room at all. And oh yeah, that seat's definitely not comfortable. Overall, it's a nice little room. Like I say, it was just over £100 for tonight. That is quite cheap. It's normally around 150. It does go up to 200 some nights, so it's not too often I stay here because of the price, but when I can, I do. And that's not for the kitchen, because I will be ordering a Wagamama's. I did say that it's on Gloucester Road, it's right next to the station. Well, it's on Cromwell Road, sorry, but it's right next to Gloucester Road station. And there is every delivery option you could want around here. There's Wingstop around the corner, Burger King, everything is within delivery distance here. So it's great location. So Gloucester Road is on the District and Circle line. You can get to Paddington in just over 5 minutes. And these rooms are pretty good if you're going to be here for a few days. Eating out, as we all know, can be expensive, so to have your own cooking facilities, you can get your food in. There's a Sainsbury's or a Tesco Express just across the road, and you know, you can make yourself at home. I do think it is a little bit on the small side, to be honest, if you're here for a few days. They do a larger room, which I think is about £30 or £40 more, but you do get a lot more room for that. And but yeah, for the price, you can't complain, and I'm not complaining. I just think there are some easy wins for any hotel really, where power and technology is so important to everybody nowadays, especially if you're in London. You're probably out as a tourist sightseeing. You need your phone all day. You need it for the tube. You need it to pay to get on things with your Apple Wallet or whatever. You just need a full battery, and to have no sockets on the side of your bed or USB ports or even above the desk, I think it's unacceptable, to be honest. And that's the only downer, because like I said, I've stayed here before. It's very comfortable beds, very comfortable pillows. I love staying here. The location's brilliant. I can get to Paddington in 5 minutes, which can get me to Canary Wharf on the Elizabeth line in no time. I'm not far from Waterloo. You know, it's a great location. The museums are 5 minutes away. Can't complain at all. There's a gym here as well, a very good gym actually. They've got a lot of stuff here, and yeah, I would recommend it. And I don't think I've got anything else to say on it. Parking, there is street parking outside. I've never had a ticket. I've parked here. I've got here at 5 before, and I'm gone by 8 usually in the morning. Never had a ticket. Just parking on the street, but that's probably more luck than judgment. So there is on-street parking, it is payable, but yeah, if you're driving, there's parking. If you're not driving, the tube's just across the road. There's taxis up and down this Cromwell Road all the time. You've got Harrods, 10-minute walk, probably a 15-minute walk down the road. Yeah, it's a great place, and that's why I think a lot of the time it's a lot more expensive. But is it worth it if it's £150 a night? Where we are, South Kensington, yeah, I think it is. There's a Radisson next door. I stay there a lot. That's a similar price usually. Sometimes it's a little bit cheaper than here, but here you're getting a kitchen. You don't get that at the Radisson, and I would say actually that this room is probably bigger than some in the Radisson. So yeah, I give this a good 7.5 out of 10. And if there's anything you want to know, ask in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. And also, if you would like me to stay in any other hotels, let me know. Yeah, let me know in the comments if there is anywhere else you'd want me to go to. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.